everybody.
Would you hold that for me, please? Excuse me if I'm out of breath. Being 29 years old, 21 times, kind of does that to you. My name is Zander Mander. I asked to have a live microphone because I'm going to play. And the directors are really afraid to give me a live mic. Because I tend to drop the F-bomb a lot. But since there's little ones here, I won't do that tonight. At least I won't try. Well, I will try. Are you having fun so far? I don't know if any of you out there know this or not, and you might. Hey, you sexy blonde. Will you hold my glasses for a moment, please? So I can see the audience. Now will you show us your boobs? We were so accepting the first time, I thought I'd go with it. Anyways, before I go on, I want to say thank you to all the organizations that are backing us tonight. Give it up. You've got two hands. I've been hearing them tonight. But as I was saying, I have an online web show called Dear Zander Mander, where people send me in questions every week and I answer them online off the top of my head, and usually with a beautiful crystal glass full of vodka. Well, tonight, somebody here is filming and I'm going to do a live version of Dear Zander Mander right here on the stage. So, to do that, I need the directors of this show, and they don't know I'm doing this to them. Tim Kugelman and Amy Sims, I see you. Please join me on stage right now. Come here. These are the people who put this show together every year for you. Have you been listening to what I was talking about out there? Yeah, she heard the song because she's used to it. See the ring marks on her arms from the handcuffs? These are the people who put the show together every year. I was telling them about Dear Zander Mander. We're filming a live version of Dear Zander Mander right now. And you two are on it. But I also need two more people for the audience. So while I'm getting them, you two have to think of a question to answer me, to ask me, and I will answer it off the top of my head. It can be serious, it can be funny, it can be anything you want. Okay? You got about 30 seconds, get going. I know you're sober, so you can do it. Okay? Now I need two more people. Wait. I need a lesbian. Where we got a lesbian at? Right there? Come here, girl. Come here. You back there, stand with them. You have to think of a question to ask me. Now I need a straight man, because I already got a gay boy up there. Straight man, right there. Come on, honey. Two. How much you give me?
One straight answer.
How much you give me? One straight question? All right, shout it out right now. All right, come up here. Only because he's begging me like most people do. Come on. Oh, okay. He's afraid. Oh, you're going to go that way? I was going to make you crawl down the runway. See how much you really wanted it. All right. Shall we hear from our directors first? Okay. Tim? All right. Tim's been a friend of mine for a long time, and he's been trying to get me here to do these benefits all these years. This is the 5th year. Give it up for these two for doing it, but I'm not. I couldn't do it until last year for the first time, and then they asked me, would you please do it again? I said, of course, but you better let me know the date as soon as possible. And Miss Amy did, and I appreciate that. So I'm back. So, Tim, do you have a question for me?
Wait. So is it one question from the both of us or one each?
One each. Okay, come here. My name is and I do everybody I can find. As long as this husband, the stage manager, isn't looking. All right, sweetheart, what's your question?
Why did you decide to actually start doing our show here at JJC?
The truth? No,
Lie to me, yeah.
God, I want that. Is that a big enough lie?
It's not a lie.
Why did I do this show? 2 reasons. My roommate has had HIV for over 20 years. So that's one reason. The second reason is because of this bitch right here. Because he wouldn't leave me alone. He kept stalking me. Please do it! I almost dropped the F-bomb. But it's because of him and his husband. They kept asking me and asking me for years. And last year was the first year. So those are the 2 reasons. I get asked to do benefits all the time. And if that's all I ever did, I would never make a living. So I do selected benefits. And one of those benefits are for HIV/AIDS, but I only do selected of those benefits because there seems to be a different one every day. I like to do the ones that are important, and this one is very important to him, which he relayed to me, so it became important to me. So that's your answer.
Thank you. Welcome. And he's not my husband yet.
Yeah, but he can be as of last week. You do realize, oh, maybe you don't, I had a totally different number I was going to do tonight. Then they passed that law and I had to change everything. It's like, could you wait 1 week, please? Miss Amy, join me, please. Do you have a question? Well, first, what's your name?
My name's Amy Sims.
Amy Sims. You have to talk into the microphone. Gay boys are used to talking into big, long, hard things. You need to practice, okay?
Work on that.
Okay. What's your question for me?
I want to know what your favorite performance has been that you've ever created.
My favorite performance that I've ever created, that I've done personally? Well, it's a toss-up between tonight and last year when I was here. And if you didn't see last year, just look it up. Zander Mander, JJC Benefit Show 2012. I love you. Thank you for having me again. Give it up for Amy. And Tim. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here. Okay. Lesbian action going on. Get up here. What's your name?
Kiki.
Kiki? Do you know what that is in the gay world, don't you? In the drag queen world?
Sadly, yes.
Sadly. Big old smile on her face. You know, whatever. Where are you from?
Joliet.
Joliet. Wow, you traveled far for this show, didn't you? Okay, what's your question for me?
Do your parents know you're a drag queen?
Okay, first, I'm not a drag queen. Do you see any boobies on me? Hello? And this thing here, it's European, honey, you ain't going nowhere. I am what they call a club kid. They call me Chicago's iconic club kid, and this is a nice way of saying I'm the oldest bitch in town. Oops, I said the B word. Is that okay? I'm sorry. They told me, oh my gosh, I'm going to fill up that swear jar tonight. I just know it. So, I'm considered a club kid because I don't do female stuff. I can't do female stuff because I don't have female stuff. Oh, look at her. As soon as I said female stuff, she stuck her tongue out at me. Wow, she really is a lesbian. All right, sweetheart, what's your question? Hi, Mom, sorry. Look at Mom, she's dying over there. I'll bring you some Kleenex later. All right, what's your question, sweetheart? What's up?
How long do your parents know what you do?
Do my parents know what I do? I don't know because I was emotionally, physically, and spiritually and mentally abused by my parents. So I walked away from them over 20 years ago and have not looked back, have not regretted it because I have the best family in the world. And you know what, dear? You just became part of it. Thank you so much for your question. Don't try and console your mama now, okay? I'm so sorry. Gay boy, straight, oh, I got two straight boys. I already had my gay boy. All right, straight boy, no, we're saving you for last, honey. All right, come up here, girl. Who's Pam? Hi, Pam. Everybody say hi, Pam. You're such a good audience. You do anything I tell you. I love it. Take your clothes off. Okay, not as good as I thought. What's your name?
Perry Harper.
Perry? P-E-R-R-Y? I can spell. I'm educated. Okay, what's your question for me?
How did you get involved with the industry?
Wow. Well, I've been painting my entire life. I was told that I was painting the walls of my mother's womb on the way out. Eventually, my face became my canvas. Started going to clubs. I loved dancing. I was the 1977 City, County, and State Dance Champion. Hello! So I went to clubs all the time, and it started back then. You know, you couldn't wear what I'm wearing now. You couldn't throw on, you know, the little bit of mascara that I'm wearing right now. So things were different then. And it just evolved over the past 30 plus, well 29, I'm only 29 years. So it just evolved. It was just a way to express myself through painting and music, because I'm a huge, huge music fan. And the two became one, and here I am today. Thank you, Perry. All right, big boy. Nobody wanted to do this more than you did. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get over here. He thinks he's a comedian. Hello. All right, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Damien.
Damien? Damien Damien? Where are you from?
Not the devil's son.
Oh!
No, I'm not.
I didn't say it. I thought it, but I didn't say it.
First I'll say God bless everybody who came out here tonight. For real. Everybody.
All right, what's your question for me?
There's no discrimination here tonight, but my question is, how many of y'all people gonna be out here next year to do this again to help to raise some money for the situation? Who's gonna bring 2 more people next year?
This question isn't for me, it's for you. Good boy, Damien, I love it. He wants to know who's coming next year and who's going to bring 2 more people with them next year. There's your answer.
Come on, man. Raise this man. We got to do this shit next year.
There's children in the audience.
Have a good time, man. That's all these people are doing their thing out here. So, man, all you have a good time, man. Let's just have a good time and get drunk, whatever you do.
Thank you. Everybody give it up for Damien. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I want to say one more thing before I go, because I know I'm eating up a lot of your time. Thank you very much for coming out, supporting. You do me one favor, okay? Just one. Do you know what that is? You have fun and you get home safe. That's my #1 rule. And do you know why? So we can do it all over again. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.